Hey, good morning, YouTube. How's it going? Jeff Welsh here. Another happy Thursday morning here in Morgantown, West Virginia. Hey, this morning I wanted to talk to you about a topic that I think would be of great value to those people that are out there considering doing their own business or have been working on their own business for some time, but are struggling with finding the right offer to put out in the marketplace for their audience, for the services that they offer or products that they offer. And what I want to talk about is how to actually choose the correct market and audience to create an offer for, as opposed to not choosing the right market and just being the wrong group of people that is not as niched down as it should be. And so I'm going to use a personal story on how I initially, when I decided to become an entrepreneur back many years ago and become a freelancer essentially, and really I did the best that I could do with the experience that I had at the time. And that was, I had experience at building websites, e-commerce sites specifically for businesses. And that's because I worked at a company in California that, trained me to do so. And I thought that was an awesome thing, that I could actually go out into the marketplace as a freelancer and go out and pick the niche of, hey, I'm a designer with many decades of experience and knowledge and skills. I'm going to go build websites for businesses, right? Sounds like a great thing to do in the early 2000s, as we had recently gone through the dot-com boom of the 90s and just was a growing market in my mind. But the problem is that I found myself actually building all sorts of websites for all sorts of businesses. And I was, building e-commerce sites. I was building informational sites. I was building, blogs. I was, you name it, whatever somebody would throw a project to me, I would catch it and build it. But the problem is that I was actually working on way too many broad categories and on way too many platforms. And I was a solo entrepreneur. I was doing it all by myself. And so in the morning, I'd be building an e-commerce site. In the afternoon, I'd be building a blog. And one may be for automotive, and the other may be selling books online or whatever it may be. And what was happening was that my brain was firing off in all different directions, trying to be productive and get things done. But I wasn't doing a good job at any of them, to be honest with you. And so the problem was, and it took me many years to realize this, was I was not niched down to a specific audience. And fast forward to a decade later here, I obviously know that, as they all say, the riches are in the niches. And, really, you need to be a little bit more specific to that. So if I were still a graphic designer and web developer today doing the work myself, I would not just promote myself as, hey, I build websites for businesses. I can do it for anybody around the world. Instead, maybe I would say, hey, we build e-commerce sites for business owners that are in the moto industry, selling motorcycle parts or whatever it may be. I niche way down, because then that's going to do several things for me. It's going to give me the ability to have a specific audience, which is what you want. You don't want a broad audience. And it's also going to give me the opportunity to do one thing, work in one platform for one type of product, and really kind of keep my sanity within my head, so I'm not bouncing all over the place, and actually just repetitiously doing the same thing over and over again, just for different clients. Therefore, increasing productivity as well as the quality of work that we do, and building a great reputation for my business so that my customers could send me referrals for new businesses, which is another thing. Back in the other example earlier on, I was like looking for business left and right, and I would take whatever was thrown at me. And that's because I wasn't narrowed down into a specific niche. So that's pretty much my morning message today. If you are a business owner that is looking to better their audience and niche themselves down, I recommend that you really focus on one specific audience with one specific skill set so you can be the best that you can be in one area and be successful in growing your businesses. Because otherwise, you're going to be scrambling and going all over the place by not focusing on a niche and shifting gears like I was back in the day when I was changing platforms left and right from morning to afternoon and just not making any progress in my business. So that's my morning message for today. Niche down, find yourself a specific audience, and just become an expert in one specific thing. All right. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in again today. If you could do one thing for me, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'm really excited about continuing to grow it and providing value for the people that, maybe are in the same shoes that I was in back in the day when I was really starting my business out. I want to kind of provide value from my experiences to help you out. So that's it. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care.